Hi everyone. So we are continuing with the notes that we started on Friday, which were on these combination word problems using your understanding of slope and y-intercept and writing the equations of lines to answer these questions that involve writing sort of a new equation of a new line, taking parts from other equations. All right, so hopefully you looked over your homework, that one example that we did for homework. We're going to continue with Friday's notes on example 2. We did example 1 on Friday. Example 2 says, write the equation of a line that has the same slope as the line 4x minus 2y equals 10 and passes through the point -3, -2. So I'm going to start with the part that says that it has to have the same slope as the line 4x minus 2y equals 10. And that's going to be my first step, is going to be to find out that slope. So I'm going to find the slope of 4x minus 2y equals 10. And remember, from Friday, we're going to do that by isolating y, by getting it into y equals mx plus b. And remember that the slope is the coefficient of x. It's the m value. So I'm going to take 4x minus 2y equals 10. I'm going to isolate y, subtract 4x. This is going to give me negative 2y equals negative 4x plus 10. Divide everything by negative 2, and so y equals 2x minus 5. So we look at that and we say, which number do I need? I need only the 2, the coefficient of x. That's my m value. Okay, and I'm going to take that, I'm going to put it aside. I'm now going to go on to step 2. Step 2 is a little bit different than what we did the other day. It says that the line that we're going to write, the equation of that line, passes through the point -3, -2. Remember, for any equation, you need two things. You need m, which we just got, and we need b, the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is something we're going to have to figure out using that clue that they just gave us, that it passes through the point -3, -2. All right, so step 2 is I'm going to find the b value, the y-intercept, using my clue -3, -2. Remember, when you're given a set of coordinates, the first and second numbers represent x and then y. Okay, so we're going to plug those in. We're going to go into our formula, y equals mx plus b, and we're going to plug in all the things that we know. We know m is 2 from step 1, and I'm going to use this x and y value that was given to me. X is -3 and -2 is y. And b is my unknown. Remember, we did this. We did problems where we had to figure out what the y-intercept was given 2 points. So we're kind of doing the same thing, just slightly different. So -2, I'm going to solve for b equals -6 plus b. I'm going to add the 6 over, so I have a y-intercept of 4. So once I have my m and my b, I put them together to get the final answer. The final equation is y equals 2x plus 4. Okay, all I did was take the answers from steps 1 and 2 and plug them into the equation, and I leave it in terms of x and y. All right, let's take a look at, actually we're going to skip over example 3. We are not going to look at example 3. Okay, and we're going to go to example 4, which says write the equation of a line with an undefined slope that passes through the point -7, 4. So this, when you see an undefined slope, oops, sorry, I meant to use the highlighter. An undefined slope, if you remember, is a special line. So think to yourself, what kind of special line does that represent? A line with an undefined slope? That's a vertical line. Okay, vertical lines have a sort of a formula for their equation. Think to yourself, what's the formula for the equation of a vertical line? It's always x equals a number, and that number is the x-intercept, right? So like on a graph, if I wanted to graph the line x equals 3, I would go to 3, and I would draw a vertical line right through it. Okay, we did a lot of that. We practiced that a lot. So here I'm writing the equation for that line, and they gave me a clue that it passes through the point -7, 4. So the nice thing about this is that there's no work necessary. It's all just understanding it and doing it in your head, that if it's a vertical line and it's x equals a number and I'm given one of the points on that line, all I have to do is go to that x value, which is -7, and write an equation that says x equals -7. That's it. Okay, because if you look at the graph, I'm going back here, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? A vertical line going through negative 7. This is x equals negative 7. Well, the point negative 7, 4 would be on that line. Negative 7, 4 might be somewhere like here, right? Every point on this line is negative 7 comma something. So that's why all you have to do is take that x value and put it in the equation. Okay, and example 5 is sort of the opposite of that. This is writing the equation of a line with a slope of 0. So think to yourself, okay, slope of 0 is a special line. What kind of special line? Well, this is a horizontal line. Right? So it goes like this. All horizontal lines have a certain formula. They're always y equals a number, and that number is the y-intercept. So on a graph, if you had like the line y equals 2, that's going through 2 on the y-axis and like this. This is the line y equals 2. So if they give me, again, the coordinates of one point on that line, 3, 8, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the y value, and I'm going to take that number and I'm going to put it into an equation. I'm going to say, oh, so the equation is y equals 8. Because, again, y equals 8 would be like up here somewhere. And the point 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 8 would be on that line. Every point on that line has the same y coordinate, which is 8. So again, no work necessary. You just write the equation of that line. All right, and then we're going to skip example 6 also. We're just going to do those 3 examples that I showed you. Please use your notes to help you with your homework, and I will post answers and go on tomorrow the same way as we did today. All right, thank you.